All right, here is your reading for the month of June 2023. Now, my name is Nikki, I'm the Business Witch, and these readings are designed to help entrepreneurs, people in business, and those of you desiring to walk that path in life. So if that is you, stick around and let's have a look at the practical, magical stuff coming up for you in the month of June. So what I want to start this reading with actually, because I pulled these cards before I pressed record, because I think it's necessary to get grounded into the energy, but also grounded into the direction. So this is also going to help you discover if this is the reading that you want to stick around and listen to. I know there's a million readings on YouTube and out on the internet, so it's really important to be discerning with your time, discerning with your energy, and discerning with who you choose to listen to. So in this reading, I'm really much getting the sense already that you're in this position of really wanting to step up into your power. You've created a lot of things in your life and business that will support you. You have your vision, you've got your passion, and it just seems like the only thing that's not really flowing and going is the finances. So this might look like you're spending more than you're making. Maybe at the moment you feel like you're not making any money at all, or that it's one of those lulls, those winters in business where you're like, oh my God, like a few months ago, I thought I was up, and now I'm suddenly crashed back down to earth and I'm feeling a little left out in the cold. A little bit of Five Pentacles energy going on. And this has opened you up to questioning yourself. What has happened? What is happening? And is it going to continue to happen? Because we need to figure this out for you so that you can get to your 10 of Pentacles, your bright, happy future, where you're kicking your goals, you're enjoying your life, you're ticking off your bucket list, and you're getting the well-deserved rewards for all the effort, energy, and effort you've been, yeah, it's been a lot of effort, hasn't it, that you've been putting in. So, you know, if that's how you've been feeling currently, like, where's the money, where's the clients, where's this success that I've been working so hard for? I don't feel it, I don't see it, and I'm getting a little bit tired of trying to figure out why and how. Hopefully by the end of today's reading, we get a lot more clarity for you in that area. So let's dive in. The first thing I'm going to do is, and we kind of already did it there, we pull for the overall energy of the month, but I do want to dig just a tiny bit deeper. And I'm feeling called to use the Rider-Waite just for this clarification card. I pre-shuffled these cards, by the way, so they're already juicy with energy. So we've got the World card and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is really interesting in the way that the world is beginning to open up to you, but I think more importantly, you're opening up to the world. So this could indicate that it's a time where you're going to start speaking your truth a lot more. Maybe on your social media, the content's going to get a little bit more personal, a little bit more vulnerable. And this has been something you've been holding back from. Don't worry about that. I think one of the things I help my clients the most with is, let's let go of the past, release, you know, all the what I have done, might have done, could have done, should have done bullshit, and just literally go, but what can I do now? So this World card is really indicating to me that this is a pivotal moment where you get to decide, you know, this is who I am and that's who I'm going to show out there into the world. So that's really, really exciting. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of energy, a little bit of effort. But the interesting thing here is you've done more than you've given yourself credit for. So if it's sounding a little bit like, oh my God, I need to put myself out there, I need to be vulnerable, I need to be more authentic, I need to show who I really am, I think you also need to give yourself the credit of, you've been doing that. People are seeing you, people are noticing you, people have noticed your authenticity, your realness, your rawness, and you haven't been hiding as much as you think you have. So it's time to let go of your own perception that what you've been doing hasn't been enough. So very, very interesting to just introduce the energy of the month of June. And next we're going to step into some suggestions, because it's always a suggestion. It's never you have to do this, you must do this, or you're going to like fail and go up in flames. It's genuinely an invitation to consider what comes up and comes through. So if this aligns with you, I highly recommend, and I would always recommend, if you're watching something like this, you know, not just for entertainment, but you want to be acting on it, you want to be inspired by it, have pen and paper handy so you can write down any ideas that come up and through for you. So the first thing we're going to look at as we go a little bit deeper into the month of June, and I didn't say this, but it's time to say this. This is the general reading. If you would like the extended reading, how to purchase that will be in the link below. You can do a monthly subscription or just rent or buy the extended for, you know, the individual months that really speak to you. For the purpose of these readings, I don't read these in reverse, just upright. All right, so in the area of release, we've got the card of balance. And this is from the Magickal Herb Oracle, by the way. And all the links for what decks I use will be below too, or rather the descriptions. So balance, and this is number 6, the passion flower. It's interesting that this is in the area of release because we wouldn't often think, oh, we need to release balance. But I'm getting very much a very clear sense, actually, especially when it comes to, you know, what's missing, what's lacking, what's, you know, what's holding up the show when it comes to the finances, is the way that you are balancing your business, balancing your life, balancing your finances, balancing the scales. There is a bit of a misconception when it comes to what is an equal give and take. And it's an invitation to get a little bit clearer there, both in concept, but also in practicality. So what do I mean by that? You might find, and this will resonate with some and not resonate with everyone. So really, you know, take what lands and leave the rest. You might be going, oh, I'm not making any money, but you haven't checked how much money you've made. You haven't checked how much money you've spent. You don't have a bookkeeper, or you're not doing your own bookkeeping. You have absolutely no clue if people are up to date with their payments, and all this sort of, you know, the back end practical, just eyes on the money kind of situation. And, you know, I've done that myself. And it's one of those things where we're hiding in the dark, you know, we're sort of like blanket over the head, hiding from the monster and wondering, you know, why we don't know what's going on. And it's this invitation to get a little bit clearer. This can be scary. So you might want to have an accountability buddy. You might want to hire someone if you're in a position to do so. You might want to, you know, take some free classes online when it comes to finances, or you might just, and I did this and it was really helpful actually, so maybe this will resonate, is I just put down on one of my, I want to do this every sort of day for accountability and consistency, is every single day I would check all of my bank accounts. I would check my accounting stuff on my website to see if anyone had, you know, their payments hadn't come through, or it was, you know, rejected or declined or this, that, or the other. So I had eyes on the money every single day. And it wasn't about, oh, I only look at it if I've made money, or I only look at it if I have to, you know, do my taxes. It was regardless of if it was positive, negative, or neutral, I'm going to look at the money every day, and it just builds your resilience. So that could be the first thing when it comes to, you know, what needs to be released, is the way you're managing and balancing your finances. I also get the sense with this balance card, what could be released is maybe you're really like sitting on the fence and it feels like balance, or it thinks like balance in your mind. Well, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to do too much, because what if it's not worth it? And you're so worried about maintaining what's happening that there's no room for you to actually to improve, because there's maybe an underlying assumption it won't improve, it'll only get worse. So release the current balance, because it's not actually in balance. It's just that sitting on the fence energy. Very, very interesting with that one. Alrighty. So next we're going to be using this Shadows of Oracle and Light for the area of receive. Cool. So we've got the shallow grave. You miss someone, and it's number 29. I'm finding all of these cards, they're almost like a step to the side. They're not obvious. They're not, you know, we're not taking this at face value necessarily. And I think that's really interesting because of the moon card that came up in the pre-reading, just around the fact that there is a lot of mystery and there's a lot of unknown when it comes to your business and your finances. But I get the sense that in June, there will be a lot of clarity coming in if you address these areas in which you feel like you're in the dark. So a little bit of a wake-up call, perhaps. In the area of receive, you miss someone, there could be someone coming back into your life. Now, because we're talking business here, it might be a customer, it might be a client, it might be someone who said no in the past and now they're ready to say yes. I do get the sense that you have a bit of an emotional attachment to this person. So maybe it was a really hard no, or maybe they, left and they want to come back. This could also be like a business partner or something like that. But I feel like it's, regardless of who it is, it's going to bring up a lot of hurt feelings. So it could be sadness, it could be grief, it could be something you need to release and let go of. And there is the opportunity there for this to be a fresh new relationship, like really bury the past, let it go, start again fresh. And a good invitation there as well, not to hold on to and linger in past hurts. Again, I'm getting drawn back to, over here, the initial reading with the Five of Pentacles and the Moon is, you can act from that hurt place. You can act from that place of like uncertainty and doubt and fear and everything. But remember, these are in the place of what is blocking you. So do you want to repeat patterns that didn't serve you in the past? So, lay those to rest. And finally, we're going to get some guidance on where you can redirect some of your energy and some of your attention. And we're using the Heal Yourself reading cards. Interesting. So we've got the number 21, healing. So as this is in the area of redirection, and it's really going with themes, like how do I redirect healing? I get the sense with this one as well, like there is something you've been holding on to, something you've been lingering with, like, oh, I'm always going to have an issue with my finances. I have to fix my relationship with my finances. I need to get over my money blocks. And it's like, because you have identified, I'm always going to have problems with money, or I'm always going to be hurt by money, or money is always going to be an issue in my life. You're in an actual habitual autopilot cycle of always needing to fix your money, which actually just perpetuates the cycle of money is always broken or money is always a problem. And I love that this card has actually come out in the area of redirect, because it's like, maybe you just need to, almost do a little checkup and a check-in and go, are my finances as messed up as they used to be? Or is my relationship with my finances as messed up as it used to be? Probably not, because it sounds like and it feels like you've done a lot of work in this area. Like this Eight of Pentacles, like you've been banging away at this for a while. You've been getting better at this for a long time. You're, leading up into June, if you want to take this opportunity, you're going to be rebalancing this relationship, rediscovering how to manage your input output, both financially, but also just in terms of commitment in your business. There might be opportunities coming back into play that you weren't ready for in the past. And this is going to require you to let go of those old stories that do not serve you. So I find that very interesting. And I also, and this is going to be something new I wanted to try, so we'll see how it goes this month. But I want to pull a card for a few different areas in your business, because this is a business reading and it is for entrepreneurs seeking to up level, mind, body, soul, and business. So let's do that. So the first one I want to pull is in the area of, customers and clients. So let's just check in with that area. The Knight of Swords. All right, it's the Knight of Swords, and it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, I'm very much getting the sense here for you, it's about stop chasing customers and clients and start to come up with a system and start to, like we said here with the World card, put yourself out there in a way that is maybe a bit more like, here I am, I'm in the spotlight, this is what I have, this is what I can give you, and like continue to work at that and let people come to you. This might actually mean you don't change much in your business in regards to, you're still getting up at the same time, you're still answering emails, you're still posting on social media, you're still working with your clients, but you release that oh my God, I need to go out there and find people. That level of stress can completely undermine the beautiful things you want to do in your business. So a bit of an invitation here in the area of customers and clients to think about, and it could be a simple how question, like how can I get them to come to me? How can I incentivize or inspire or magnetize my customers and clients to me? Now, this is something I work with my clients quite a bit on when it comes to maybe like promoting a new offer or a masterclass, even just putting themselves out there on social media. There is an element of desirability that we want to put into our messaging and marketing. But also you can be working on the energetic level. So what are you doing in terms of getting yourself into the zone before you create content? What are you doing in terms of working with the universe when it comes to calling in clients? Like it can be as simple as lighting a candle, and as that candle burns, as you pour your attention into it, you're like, this is me feeding my energy into my future clients. This is me lighting my little lighthouse up so people can find me. So it's a really nice invitation there to, again, rebalance how you're interacting in this area. And I would just say from personal experience, when you can stop straining and like, I need them, it makes it so much easier for you. And I've genuinely noticed that at the start, maybe much doesn't change physically, but you feel better. And then when you feel better, you do better. And then people notice that. And then people want to work with you more. And this doesn't matter if you're, a coach, an intuitive reader, or you have, a product-based business. People do get the sense of whether something is attractive and magnetic and whether something seems a little bit, I'll use the word desperate here. And that's not a judgment. It's just an energetic reality check. That was an interesting sentence. Alrighty, so our next card is going to be for your finances specifically, and that's very much what the month of June is about. So I'm interested to see what comes out here. So we got the Four of Pentacles. All right, so to me, this is a card of balance, but it's also a card of expansion. Like as I look at this card in particular, in the context of this reading, I get the sense of you've kind of convinced yourself that this is enough. Now, there might be a part of you going like, but I want more and I need more and this isn't everything I want. But maybe it's that fear voice talking that says, but this is okay. Don't rock the boat. Sitting on the fence kind of guy. And so you're just have told yourself this story that this is all I can get. So I should, just remain happy with it. And maybe you've even telling some stories to yourself around this is all I can manage. So a nice opportunity to begin to rework your capacity. Is this truly all I can hold, or have I just convinced myself I couldn't possibly have any more? All right, next we're going to look at your vision. So this is looking forward into the future when it comes to your business. And we've got the Page of Swords. I really get the sense here that this is, allow yourself to be inspired, allow yourself to run with your new ideas. And just because something is new and something is different doesn't mean that it doesn't get a place at the table. So allow yourself to get carried away with whatever is lighting you up and exciting you at the moment. The way this has actually come out is beneath the world. And that is, again, you putting yourself out there, being more vulnerable and being more open. So I think it's really interesting. And I'm very much getting the sense that once you're a little bit more open, a little bit more out there, and a little bit more like, here I am, wild, you're going to be more creative, be more imaginative, and really have a lot. You're going to have a lot to say. So please go out there and say it. All right, I'm feeling called to pull one more. So we've done clients and customers, we've done finances, we've done vision. And let's pop into the area of sort of social media and content, because that seems to be something. Okay, I'm going to do that again. One card, please. I was just about to say, that seems to be an area that everyone wants help with. And then the cards are like, yeah, a lot of help. So one card, social media. And let's see what comes up and through. That card wanted to be seen. All right, we've got the 10 of Cups. Recently in the Coven, which is my business coaching mastermind, by the way, we were talking about redefining your relationship with social media. And that's the energy I'm getting from this card. And I can't, well, I could, but I'm not going to reteach everything I taught in that session with the Coven. But the gist of it is we get to define and decide how our relationship with social media is. If you're in business and you want to be on social media, and it's totally your choice whether you do or don't, you could go real hard just being, in real life business and like shaking hands and going to networking events and not having a social media presence. That is a choice. But if you are choosing to be on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, if it's email marketing, if it's, website stuff, and you've got different stuff all connected and going on there, you've chosen that. And this is your chance to own it, to go, I'm putting all this energy and effort into this stuff. I'm going to put maybe a smidge more and do it my way. And it's totally okay if you don't want to be on Facebook and you just want to be on Instagram. It's totally okay if you're like, Instagram is so, it's just flashy and fake and I don't like it for whatever reason. Like, we all have our own opinions. We don't have to fight our opinions unless we want to change our mind. So this card is just saying, what is it that you want to see? Like, and I don't like projecting myself forward like 10 years into the future. I genuinely have no clue what my life will be like then. So I don't even bother answering that question. But it could be as far forward as I feel I can reach in this moment. And sometimes that's 3 months and sometimes that's 3 years. However far forward I can project myself and it feels good and it feels right and energetically I can get there. How do I see myself operating in that space? Do I see myself on Instagram? If the answer is yes, well, maybe I can start thinking now how I can tiptoe my way into that direction. If the answer is like, heck no, okay, well, I'm actually going to start pulling back now, because if it's not in the long term, I'm going to start releasing it from the short term. So get clear on what you desire when it comes to your social media, and you may not be able to do it right now. There might be some things of like, I want to go live every day. I want to be the real queen on Instagram, as in reels. I want to only be on TikTok and be a TikTok sensation. And I've seen some quality content on TikTok, so that's not probably as silly as it sounds to some of you. And if that is genuinely mind, body, soul, business aligned what you see, awesome. You suddenly got so much clarity, so much direction, and so much permission to start taking steps to making that. Now, not everyone knows how to change their direction, to pivot. On that note, I wrote a blog this week. Go check out my website, www.nikkiwootters.com/blog. And it was either this week or last week. 6-step process to pivot in your business. So if you're kind of in that phase where you're like, it's not working, I need to change something, I even know what I want to change, but I don't know how, go check that out. Rewind my brain. But yeah, get clear on the vision of what you want to create. And then start taking the steps now. If you want help with that, check out my blog. Come join my free Facebook group, From Affirmation to Action. We have 2 times a month, the first and third Monday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, Australia, a free coaching group. I coach you in your business. So if you'd like to join that, I'm sure I'll pop the link below, and you can click it and you can join it. Also, if you want to work with me on a paid capacity, check out my website or send me a message. I'm very happy to be talking to anyone about their business, their life, and if we're aligned to work together. Alrighty, so this has been your June 2023 general reading for entrepreneurs, soul-led, spiritual, cool people in business. If you want the extended reading, what we're going to be doing in that reading is actually going into the internal, external, and universal influences and energies in your life and business for the month of June. And then what I do is I actually pull cards for every single week of the month. The reason I do that is because this is a beautiful overview. And as you can see, finances, rebalancing, and sort of fresh start energy is very prevalent in June. And if you want to tap into that further, and potentially even with the extended reading, if we can look at each single week, that might help you to start to think about when to bring things in, when to take things out, how to sort of navigate the month ahead, because you've gotten this heads up from this reading. Alrighty, so this is the reading done. Make sure you do like, subscribe, follow, all those things. Share this if it resonates and if you know people would benefit from it that are in your circle, in your life. And then I hope to see you all on the extended reading.